In a packed courtroom in downtown New Orleans, the tension was thick as Terrence Banks, a 34-year-old black entrepreneur, faced off against a high-profile law firm in a bitter contract dispute. Representing himself after becoming frustrated with legal fees and delays, Terrence was met with immediate skepticism, especially from opposing counsel, Amanda Foster. Amanda, a polished attorney known for her sharp tongue and courtroom theatrics, took an early jab during a pretrial motion hearing. "Mr. Banks," she sneered, flipping through his self-filed documents, "while I admire your enthusiasm, I must say your grammar and legal writing leave much to be desired. This court expects professionalism, not amateur hour." The courtroom echoed with a few snickers. The judge, Judge Elaine Monroe, a respected jurist with decades on the bench, watched silently but attentively. Terrence's face tightened. He had expected disdain, but was ready. "Your Honor," Terrence began calmly, "I may not have a traditional legal education, but I've worked hard to understand the law and prepare these filings accurately. In fact, I'd like to address a critical error in Ms. Foster's recent motion." The courtroom murmured. Few had seen a pro se litigant challenge an experienced lawyer so directly. Amanda's confident smile wavered. "Oh? And what might that be, Mr. Banks?" Terrence stepped forward, pulling out a printed copy of the opposing counsel's filing. "Here in Section 3, Paragraph 2, he explained, pointing, "you cite Smith v. Johnson, but the citation is incorrect. The case you reference doesn't even involve contract law. It concerns property rights in a different jurisdiction." He continued, "Furthermore, the wording of your argument misstates the legal standard for breach of contract, which this court is well aware of." The judge leaned forward, intrigued. Amanda opened her mouth to retort but paused as Terrence pulled out a second document, an amended version of her motion, with corrected citations and clarified language. "I took the liberty to revise your motion to accurately reflect the applicable law," Terrence said, maintaining his composure. Judge Monroe glanced at both documents, then back at Amanda. "Ms. Foster," the judge said coolly, "I expect my officers of the court to uphold the highest standards. Mr. Banks has raised a valid point. I suggest you review your filings carefully." Amanda, clearly embarrassed but professional, nodded curtly. The courtroom's atmosphere shifted. The narrative was no longer about Terrence's lack of legal training, but about his meticulous preparation and legal acumen. Over the course of the trial, Terrence continued to impress. His arguments were clear, well-reasoned, and grounded in applicable law. He submitted additional motions and responses, each demonstrating growing confidence and precision. Legal observers noted the unusual but refreshing sight of a self-represented litigant not only holding his own but excelling against seasoned attorneys. After days of testimony, motions, and legal debate, the judge ruled largely in Terrence's favor, recognizing that the opposing party had failed to meet the contractual obligations. In her written opinion, Judge Monroe praised Terrence's diligence and clarity, noting that a litigant's education or background should never overshadow the merits of their arguments. Following the verdict, Amanda approached Terrence privately. "Mr. Banks, you proved me wrong," she admitted. "Your preparation and grasp of the law are impressive. Congratulations." Terrence smiled, grateful but humble. "I only wanted my voice heard fairly," he said. "No one should be dismissed because of where they come from or how they express themselves." The case became a symbol of perseverance and the importance of substance over style. Terrence went on to start workshops helping others navigate legal challenges without expensive representation. "I want people to know that with dedication, they can stand up for themselves," he said. "Grammar and education matter, yes, but the truth and law matter more." His story resonated far beyond New Orleans, inspiring many who felt intimidated by the legal system. Judge Monroe later remarked in an interview, "This case reminded me that justice is about fairness, not appearances." Mr. Banks exemplified that principle beautifully.